Cal a little different than they've been the past few years. Not a lot of faces you'll recognize.
Yeah, they've got a lot of new guys and big changeover. Coaching staff, and they are athletic though. They've got really good athletes, young athletes, big inside. So they'll present a lot of problems. They've played really hard, played teams tough. Just haven't been able to get over the hump.
But they've struggled to put together for a full game.
Absolutely. Yep. Similar to us, we haven't put 40 minutes together. Up and down, like a lot of young teams.
With their size, do you want to make them run, push the tempo maybe a little bit more?
Well, we always want to be right around that 80-point mark. We haven't been successful doing that, but that's always kind of where we want to play. I think you are who you are, and I think that's a better way for us to play. And so we're going to try to push the tempo.
Pretty critical stretch for you guys here this month. You feel like you're kind of close to a breakthrough in terms of getting into a groove as a team?
I'm not sure. Every February is critical to every team. You got to play well down the stretch. So, I've mentioned before that every team is different, and every team kind of takes on its own personality. And I am anxious to see how the group responds. They practiced well yesterday. Hope we have a good one today. But it's a very difficult stretch for us, and we're going to have to play a lot better than what we've played.
Do you sense that they're aware of the importance of winning on the road and the stretch you have to go?
I don't know. Freshmen they're kind of hard to read. They haven't been through it before. You kind of look for signs that they understand, what we're up against. And but I think they want to do it. I'm not sure they realize, we're going to have to really play well and play awfully hard to get it done. But again, I think their personalities will come out in these next 10 games, and I just hope that it's enough.
Kenny, when you start talking about relying more on Kenny, then he had a couple foul games, and it seems like he's had a hard time kind of getting back into that groove. Maybe he got in that end of conference. Can you get him back in that, or is it sort of one thing's not there, another thing's not there?
It's very similar to we went up kind of up and down with Jordan that first year. The consistency. I think Kenny, because he hasn't played a lot of basketball, is not real sure. He had a good practice yesterday. I mentioned to him that he's got to string some practices together that before it shows up in a game. So I sure hope that he gets more consistent. He needs to post up more. We need to throw him the ball more, but I show him on film his inconsistency in posting up. The guys never know when he's going to post up hard. So we need some more consistency there. Defensively, he's out of position a lot. I think he loses his focus a little bit. And so, again, he's like a lot of freshmen. This is a time where you got to start playing like a sophomore, and really pick it up. And hopefully he will, because he has the athletic ability to really give us a big boost.
We've seen Troy come on a little bit. VJ, when you get the idea this freshman class does have a push in them, a final push?
I don't know. I hope so. They're talented enough too. They're tough enough. They just got to dig down there and find it. But no questioning their talent, and so I hope that they're awfully effective down the stretch. It's the last third of the season. As you divide up a 31 game schedule, we're in the last 10 games of it. So they need to play like vets. They've had 20 games under the belt, so they kind of need to play.
Do you have any estimate on what number of conference wins you think you feel good about getting into a postseason? I mean, like a 10 and 8, or not like an exact number.
I don't know. We don't have enough good wins, but we're going to have plenty of opportunities. I think like 7 of our 10 games are top 100 games, and 5 of them I think are top 50 games or something like that. I'm not sure. They were giving me the stats. They're just looking at the schedule, and so it's not like we don't have opportunities, but we've got to worry about Cal. That's the only one we should worry about. So I haven't talked to the team anything about numbers. We just need to get Cal. And when you have an inexperienced group, when you have a group that is not used to making a run or whatever you want to say, better just worry about the next one. And I hope that's the approach they're taking, because it's definitely the approach our team needs to take.
Peyton mentioned a couple weeks ago wanting to go on a run and get knocked out of the play real quick. Is this a group you just think all the way to the finish line they're going to have to
I hope so. Like I said, these guys haven't been through it. They just need to worry about Cal, and there is no run if you don't get the first one. So we just need to worry about playing Cal and playing our best, and hopefully getting that one, and then we'll turn our attention late Thursday night to Stanford and worry about that one. But right now it's just Cal and the road trip we're about to go on.
Sorkin and Gage haven't played the last couple games, but is this a weekend they're going to need to be ready to call it?
Everybody needs to be ready. Our team, it's still a work in progress. We've been rotating those 7, but Abu needs to give us more. Keith needs to give us more. I'm not afraid to go to Roman at all. Michael's had some good practices, so he's continued to work, even though he hasn't had the opportunity. So, no, I haven't given up on anybody, and everybody needs to be ready. We've got to play well down the stretch, and part of our not taking care of business in earlier games, we had some guys out, and we didn't play well with those guys out. So it's important that everybody stays ready to go.
What's the key to getting these freshmen to play consistent and well on the road?
Well, if I knew the answer to that, I'd write a book. Because every coach in America, wants to know that it's a special freshman who is very consistent and game in, game out. It takes great maturity, physical stamina, mental toughness. That's usually acquired over years, but there are some freshmen that have done an outstanding job of it. But I think all coaches, love all their freshmen, even sophomores or second year, to have that toughness. As I've watched players over the years, it's something that usually builds. And by the time they're in their sophomore year or junior year, they're a different type of player.
Coming into the year, I know you were confident. You had a couple of guys that could shoot it from 3. I think you're hovering around 30% in Pac-12
Why did
play.
you have to bring that up? I'm trying not to talk too much about it. We've been awful from the 3. There's no other way to put it. I really thought we were going to be a good 3-point shooting team. I really think we're much better than what we've shown. We take some bad ones, and with an experienced team, you take a couple bad ones to start a game, and now you're trying to get that next one. So yeah, I'm disappointed. I've talked to him about it. I've tried not to emphasize it, but we're not shooting 3 well. We're shooting too many of them to be shooting that percentage, and so our guys have got to be more selective. And the other night was a good indication that we were 3 for 7, only took 7 in the first half, and I think we took 8 in the first 6 minutes of the second half, and 3 of them were just shouldn't have been taken, period. So there's a fine line between being aggressive and taking bad shots. And we've crossed that line way too many times, and I like to let guys play. Over my course of my coaching career, I want guys to be aggressive. I let them go, but our decision making's got to get better for me to loosen that up a little bit. We need to tighten that up a little bit.
Have you seen it in practice, though? Have they shot well in practice?
We shoot better in practice, but that doesn't mean anything. And guys work at it. They'll stay after practice. I like the way they're working at it. It's not that they're not putting in the time to be better shooters, but I think shot selection and just early on we were taking a lot of 3s, and I kind of encouraged it, and we've just crossed the line too many times.